This is Peyton Hatfield. Unbelievable player. Had the big touchdown run. I believe it was off a sweep on that. Was that a sweep? Yeah, it was ISO on, and he made it happen. But we lost him during the middle of the season for a couple of games, and we got him back. We got rolling a little bit. Karsten Feeney, he's our heart and soul in the weight room. Does everything we ask in the classroom. Can't ask for a better young man. Holden Waring, we chase him. So you see how we kind of line up. So we chase 55 and we run. Preston Hatfield, I don't know if he's going to say much tonight. He might be too tired, but I've had the pleasure of coaching a lot of young men, and all these guys are phenomenal, but that's about as good a game as I've ever seen a young man play. Glad you're on our team, buddy, and I love you.
Love you too.
Coach, I always say, as a high school football coach, you've got a couple of responsibilities. You're obviously a football coach, but you're raising young men too. What's something that you want these guys to leave with as a life lesson in high school football?
So we really we start every meeting with a proverb. So, and what we kind of do is we talk about Furgoon, and Furgoon is we want to generally have happiness for someone else's success, and we just preach it. We just preach it, and we started coming together. I think when our guys kind of bought into that, because that's a hard concept to have. I mean, as a man, I don't do a very good job of that. I'm extremely selfish, and it's hard to buy into things. But these guys bought into that. But we were doing that when we were 0-4, and we just stayed true to who we are. Truth was truth, even though we were 0-4. Just because we had success, the transaction is a victory. But we were doing the right thing. It's just we weren't getting the outcome.
And then one more thing. What's something that these guys taught you, this senior class? What did they teach you?
A fight, just won't quit. We were down in, I believe, 4 of our 5 playoff games with an offense that can't throw the ball. And we found ways. And on a defense that struggled, and then 1 4th downs all season. 4th and 1s, 4th and 2s, and they got the 5-star, right? They got all the guys that are going to college. My guys aren't. I mean, they're going to play. They're going to play ball, right? And they're going to have a chance to play at that next level. Stars don't win you games. Teams do. And that is a dang good football team that you guys got to see tonight.
So, Coach, you guys changed the single wing at the Liberty North game. Almost knocked them off. When you get on the bus, I know you're always thinking we got it, but could you have ever imagined that it would take off the way it did?
No, I was thinking about quitting. I've never been 0-4 in my life, and I'm pretty competitive. And I was upset with myself because I hadn't coached very well. And I owed more to these guys. And we talked about that night. And we got real transparent. And I think, I gave these guys everything I had. And more importantly, they gave us everything in this community, everything they have. So I think that's kind of where we're at. And it kind of turned. I remember the bus ride. I was talking to Benny Palmer, Coach Palmer, and I said, I don't know if I'm the guy. And you doubt yourself sometimes. But these kids made me believe.
Holden, what's it like blocking for these 3? I mean, there was a couple times where it seemed like Preston had a hole maybe 6 inches wide, and then it's a 15-yard game.
Oh, it's amazing. They all 3 see the vision. They all hit the gaps hard. We just got to move people up front, and we did that all year. Preston over here, running back all year last year. Sweep, he'd follow me, so if he needed to cut back, he'd cut right back off me because I was playing center.
You're blocking 15 yards, 20 yards down the field sometimes, and the play is even stuck backwards sometimes. What's your mentality and your effort?
You just got to stay on the tracks, You know which ways the play's going. Might as well jump
Chase
to
the
it, get
ball,
somebody.
man. That's what you say. Chase the ball, push the
ball.
pile.
You
That's
never
who we
know
are.
if fumble's going to happen. Be there, pick it up, get a touchdown out of that if you play your cards right.
You said you wanted to change things so you guys learned to be happy for each other's success, which is a hard thing to do for anyone. But was there some precipitating event that inspired you? Was that always been?
We had so many injuries. We didn't have anywhere to go. And we just, you sit there and you think our quarterback was out. We were getting Karsten back. We know we had lost Peyton. We had lost 2 offensive linemen. Not at that point, but during the course of the season. And you just kind of regroup. And as coaches, you just get simple. And you go, how can we get the ball to our best players every single play? And it wasn't throwing the ball. So you make a couple phone calls, you watch a lot of YouTube video, and buy some stuff on CoachTube, and you go to work. and you just start learning an offense. And that's kind of what we did, and our kids bought into it. And we kept our similar terminology. I guess the biggest difference was formationally, we got really different and creative.
I am the teacher at Eastman High, and I've been singing the praises for the offensive line for like the last 3 weeks. What is something that you want to leave for next year's O-line? What would you tell them?
Oh, just do what they did this year. I mean, they were great, every single one of them.
Specifically, which
Everything. I mean, they did it. They a lot of them stepped up. Lance, Mason, those guys. They really bought in. They were working hard. They just got to know that it's go time.
So 4 of those dudes played JV football this year. I got pissed at them. Excuse my language. I got mad at them, and I made them play JV games on a Friday night, on a Saturday. They didn't use up their quarters, so we got mad during the game. So we made them go there and cut their teeth there. And playing football is football, and they had to earn their stripes.
Preston, how are you going to choose to remember this night?
How am I going to choose to remember it? It's a state championship biggest game of my life. I'm a senior. I'm just going to remember everybody that I did it with, all the adversity we had at the first of the year. I'm just going to remember everything that was holding us back at the first of the year. And I'm just going to tell myself that anything's possible. That's what we had to, believe anything's possible. And it's going to live forever, so that's how I'm never finna forget it. So.
Preston, what did you see on that 89-yard touchdown run you had? Like, what kind of broke through there? Because it was you were, zigging and zagging in the open field right there. Just what went right through there?
I just seen an open hole to the right, and I really just seen number two on the 18 catching me all night, and I know I couldn't just beat him, so I had to zigzag. A good block from Twin and Feeney, just seeing green grass kept going.
Carson, you talked about the deep water, right? We chatted about that before. You guys, they have the momentum going to half, they get the ball. Was there any doubt in your guys' mind going into the second half?
None whatsoever. I mean, our offense is almost kind of built for the second half, just wear the teams out. And you can almost see, like we start getting 8-yard chunks at a time in the second half, and it's just take them to deep waters, and we're just going to drown them.
Carson, you call yourself state champ. How's it sound just hearing that?
I still can't believe it, if I'm being honest. It's awesome.
Coach, you talked about these guys having belief in you, and maybe you didn't even have it in yourself. So is it the end, or is it more other than moments that kind of renewed your faith in yourself because of how they react to you or respond to you?
I truly believe confidence is built with little victories, and we needed a victory. And it started with West. Well, it probably went back to Liberty North, where we played a really good team, and we were down some guys, but our kids fought. And you do it in practice. That's where you become the team. We strap bands to these guys, and we make them run up hills, and they have to push stuff, and you take them to places that they don't want to go to get the results that they want to get. And they didn't fight us on it. And I think that was the biggest thing. They trusted, and that's hard to establish. For whatever reason, they bought into this bald-headed guy as I'm hiding my hair, and man, we play hard. It doesn't take talent to do what we did, and I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. If I'm just willing to play harder, longer than my opponent, I'm always going to have a chance. And you don't turn the ball over. I think we had one in the last 2 games. You're going to be in a lot of high school football games.
Hey, you got to watch you and your brother play tonight. You guys have obviously played together for a long time. Identical twins, but you play a little bit different. What are some differences between your game and his?
Differences is last year, junior year, I took track a little bit seriously than him, my flexibility and things like that. But props to him because he took the weights more serious, so he got a little bit bigger for play running back. I tried to get a little bit faster and play receiver, so that's kind of how we. I'm the fast one, he's the stronger one. It's kind of how it is, but we're still similar in all attributes.
Can you guys talk about the connection you guys have? You could see it on the field tonight.
Yeah, we've experienced a lot together since we were born to up until now. Not a lot of days where we weren't together for at least 12 hours of the day, if not more. So it's just a connection that, it's just built off of a lot of time spent together.
It's hilarious in practice. They just call each other twin. It's kind of, spooked me out when I first met you guys. So this is only my second year here, when I first met him, I was like, I don't even know if I want to be a part of this. It was-
Coach, has other coaches got in touch with you about running single wing?
No, I've been in contact with other guys, so no one's contacted me yet. I'm not good on social media. I have nothing. I don't know how to do it. I just got a couple guys that I talk to, and I rely on that, and I try to keep that, try to close to the cuff. But I mean, the game needs to grow, and if someone wants to learn, I don't know why they would want to learn from us, but if they did, I mean, we're an open book and transparent.
Yeah, the playbook's simple, right? Just get two stud twins and another.
And then run,
back
man.
there and a hell of an offense.
And I think the biggest thing is that we ran 61 plays last week and we had one negative. I don't know if we had a negative tonight. I don't know if we had. And if you're moving the chains, our negatives were our delay, our being stupid as coaches and getting 12 men on the field and formationally. When you don't have negatives and you just keep moving the chains, it's a very simple game.
Carson, you guys are down 37-35 after that safety, looked like Nick Sick kind of grabbed the game right there. And then you guys got that fourth down stop, just like, how important was that for you guys just to get that stop and just really not panic?
I think that kind of changed like our momentum of the game. It was kind of like we got that stop. It was like we can come down, score, and run out the clock. And I mean, he comes out, breaks an 80-yard run, and I'm like, it's too quick, But you can never be mad about that, But it was incredible.
Big 5-5. Look, man, the media counted y'all out, right? Silly guys. What kind of motivation did that provide you?
Oh, it's like Philadelphia whenever they beat the Patriots, underdogs, and we love that. We feed off that. That's just our momentum. So, we love whenever we see doubters and haters. But yeah.
Preston, you broke a show me record tonight. I think you had 457 rushing yards. What clicked tonight?
Everything just kind of opened up. It was these dudes up front just pushing people out the way, and I just got to read it and go, and it was just a good night tonight.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Hey, thank you guys.